like I'll also talk about the project management certifications, why it is important, what we need to do, how to get into crack these exams, and what are the different timelines to prepare and what to be done. So with this, I would like to once again welcome everyone to this webinar, right? So we'll see the timeline is predefined as the 30 minutes, but we'll see if it is any more time is required. We will try to adjust accordingly. All right, so just allow me a moment. I'll be sharing my screen, which won't take much time. Please note, this is a webinar to enable all of us to, prepare for these examinations, project management professionals. All right, so excuse me. Just give me a second. That is need to mute my book. Yes. All right, so sharing my screen, please let me know as soon as you see my screen. Just once again. All right, team. So I believe you can see my screen. Is that okay? Could you please confirm?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
And hope that is not blur, right? So the sometime what happens, one of my program, one of the latest webinars, someone was talking about that this is slightly blur, but if it is not blur, please let me know because of some bandwidth and sometimes some technical issues, technical glitches, it just kind of blurred. But yes, without wasting much time, welcome to this program. And I believe just give me a second, sharing once again, because I just need to open one document. Well, so that is the whiteboard. I would be keep writing, enabling all of us that what can be done and all. So before it opens up, like I will just have, I can see a very good number of delegates we have with us today, right? Close to, if I'm not wrong, 25 plus members already joined in, and we are expecting even more would be joining us in a couple of minutes. So with this, so what's our agenda? What's our goal? Our goal is to discuss about the preparations, like what need to be done, what exactly we need to do for the PMP examinations given by or accredited by your PMI, Project Management Institute. We will also touch upon this, how to crack these exams and how to enroll and what need to be done. So everything to be discussed in one webinar. That's the today. All right. So now my whiteboard is open. I would be sharing my screen. Just give me a second, please. In between, if you have any questions and queries, please feel free to pause me and I'll be happy to address all your questions, queries, and doubts in case if you have any. All right, team. So is the time to share my screen. People will be joining shortly. I can see 25 members. That's good. Now I'm sharing my screen. I believe everyone can see my screen. Yeah. Okay, so without taking much time, welcome everyone to this webinar. It is expected to be 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and it may take 1 hour, but depends on all audiences what best can be done. Well, we all are going for this discussion about the PMP, right? So the project management professionals are for registered. So what we need to understand, well, I'll give my introduction a bit later, but just thought to set the context and then introduction about me, and then we will also, touch upon these other topics. So it is project management professional, right? So everyone, so this is one of the prestigious certificate. So the project management professionals. I believe you can see my screen whiteboard, right? So this is known as the PMPs, right? So the project management professionals. Well, this certificate is offered, or the credentials is to be offered by your PMI, Project Management Institute. So PMI USA. Well, so there is a couple of areas we need to identify. This is the one of the prestigious certificate in the history of project management. Obviously, the latest version of project management, which we are using, and probably you all will be using, going through, is 2021, seventh edition. So I repeat, it is 2021, seventh edition. So this is the project management professionals given by the PMI USA, and the certificate name is PMP. Once you clear this certificate, it would be easy for all of us to showcase your capabilities, your expertise in project management world. Well, with this, I would like to introduce. I'm PK Pratap Kumar. In fact, who knows? Probably few of you might be knowing me, like for other programs and all. But well, 2 decades plus in IT, information technology, and also I as a project and program management into multiple other customers, including Fortune 50 companies as well as multiple other MNCs. Uh, been working as a program managers as well as the SPM and the project managers into the multiple other organizations, including aerospace, BFSI, healthcare, government. Well, the interesting part is that in 2008, I'm just talking about 2008, I cleared the PMP's exam, right? And by that time, I was just less than 5 years or close to 5 years, right? I started in 2003 and then 2008, I cleared the PMPs in my first instance. I was just a senior software a developer, right? Now, I will be also sharing what you need to do so that you all can go pass these exams, And may I request, like, if you are not using, would you like to be on mute, please, so that will help, the noise background will be reduced. So may I request our other members, could you please be on mute and for a moment so that we can continue this topic? Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes. Now, this PMP's Project Management 2021 seventh editions is equally, like you need to go for 230 minutes, the examinations pattern. I'm not using any flashy PPTs. Just excuse me in case if you are looking for PPTs. Yes, I have many PPTs, but just thought of sharing what exactly to be done for these PMP examinations. So this is a 230 minutes exam. So my dear, this is close to 4 hours, right? Isn't it? I mean, 10 minutes less than the 4 hours. Hmm? 10 minutes less than the 4 hours. And the question would be, you will be securing is 180 questions. So 180 questions, right? So the 180 questions, which you will be getting it for those within 230 minutes. Well, this 180 questions divided into the two parts, right? There are two areas of 180 questions. One is the one section is 175 questions. And there's a 5 questions, which is the pre-test questions, and you won't secure any mark. Means there is no marks allocated, whether it pass or fail, they won't give you any marks allocated for these 5 questions. In fact, you will have 175 questions, right? So for these PMP's examinations. All right. So now let's move on to the next topic, what we need to do and how and when we need to start, how we need to start and what can be done. Please note, in this webinar, I would like to talk about that out of 175 questions and 5 questions, total 180 questions, the examination pattern was in a uh, singular pattern, means you have to appear for 60 questions pass, right? So this is the 60 questions. Then the second slot, you can also 60 questions, and then the third 60 questions, right? So ideally, the examinations divided 180 questions divided into 60 questions, 60 questions, 60 questions. Makes sense, right? Now, these 60 questions, in fact, if you see, the once you appear for the 60 questions, you need to have a submit button, all right? So you need to click on the submit button. The again, again in the after 60 questions, you need to put the submit button, again the submit button, right? So in between, if you see, after 60 questions, you will be offered the 10 minutes break, right? So this is a 10 minutes break, 10 minutes break. So it is optional. Many people they take 10 minutes break, but please note once you complete, you cannot revisit, right? So 60, 60, 60, which is uh, close to 180 questions. 175 is the pre-test questions, and you know, like pre-test means like it won't carry any marks, right? And 175, yes, it have some weightage. But this do not have any weightage. Weightage means they just try to keep sometimes, So if I apply the mathematics, right? So you will have implies 230 questions to be appeared in how many minutes? Like as I did a mistake, right? This is not 230 questions. This is 230 minutes. So you will be appearing 230 minutes and the question set is 180. Let's say 180 instead of 175. So if I divide 180 questions to be delivered in 230 minutes officially, right? Officially 180 divided by 230. So whatever, if I use the calculator, just give me a second, right? Let me use my calculator, whatever that is coming. If someone is calculating, well and good. Where is my calculator? I don't have my laptop ready. Okay, just give me a second. All right. So if you have calculated 180 questions, my dear, 180 questions divided by yes, 78 or 80. How much it's coming?
It comes down to delivering change in a process versus a bit of tooling, right?
We're delivering and changing a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you
So
please
what
someone
we're
be
doing
on
is
mute, please? Like, may I request?
building requirements, building tool, building the governance and everything around that tool build, and
If I
it's
request someone,
ongoing
can you unmute,
maintenance.
please? Right. So
It's different from one number, one tool, and a different number in a different tool. We're not on point for this. We're not.
can someone be on mute, please? Like so that we can. Yes.
It is, but this is about delivering change.
All right. So let's move on to this. I believe you can still hear me, and there is a slightly background noise. But if we have a moderator who can help us to make others mute, so that I can, All right, Tim. So 230 minutes, 180 questions, 78 seconds. We need to complete this, one questions, right? 78 seconds. So which is 1 minute, close to 20 seconds, right? So isn't it? Or 1 minute, 1.2 minutes, which is close to that, right? 1.2 minutes. So this is what we need to appear for one question set, right? So basically you can divide, you can calculate that 60, how 60 questions to be completed in 90 minutes, right? So or 80 minutes, whatever, right? 8 into 3, right? So this is the 80 minutes, 80 minutes, 80 minutes, right? Roughly, it is not even, it's a 78-minute or close to 80 minutes, right? So close to 80 minutes, close to 80 minutes. All right, Tim. So now let's talk about, you need to go to the pmi.org, Project Management Institute. The PMI stands for Project Management Institute.org. Now you can go to the learning. And once you go to the learning, you can click on the certificate, right? So sorry, in the certification part, go and click on these project management professionals. Right here, you can find it out, PMPs. All right. So in this PMPs, once you click on it, there is a very interesting topic which you will find it out that project management professionals, we need minimum 3 to 5 years of experience. Yeah. So I will just go through this price and all. This is the full price, 50,025, right? I'll just talk about that, what is that pricing detail and all. But yes, you can obviously go through that. Now, now there is an exam content outline eco model, right? If you are appearing for this PMP exams, if anyone is of you are planning for this very near soon, going for the PMP examinations, I can give some of the few tips and tricks, right? So the examinations purely based on the eco. ECO stands for Examinations Content Outline. It means PMI made it simplified for you. They are giving a document saying that, hey, guys, you know what? Just take this document and refer the entire content. Means like what is the examinations, from where, what questions will come, how the questions will come. Overview, not they will not give any questions, but they will say that you are going to discuss from examinations content outline, right? So which we call exam content outline, right? So please note, you have to follow this model because this entire examinations will be coming from the eco, all right? So this is a guideline that what should be the, you know, the different areas which you need to go through. So I have downloaded it for a very easy purpose, right? So this is the PMP certificate and project management professionals. If you are clearing this exam, you will get a credential like PMPs. You can obviously write like I usually write the similar way, right? So the Pratap, for example, I want to write, you know, so this is you know, you all will be getting like this. Like say, for example, if you are going to clear this, you can type PMPs are. So you will get this, in fact, this logo, which you will be getting it, right? So credentials, and this is where it makes sense to prepare for these examinations. Well, so how to do and what to be done, and you know, like what exactly we can do that, right? So this is the PMPs, and this is the eco model. Eco means examinations content outline. Hi, I've just unmuted myself. I believe you still can hear me. So examinations content outline is the Jan 2021. Well, this is given by the PMI. PMI is the institute at USA, like everyone knows about it. And this is the examinations content outline. I will go through one by one, bit letter point of views. But so what is the content it talks about? And what are the different areas we need to understand it? Please note the entire project out of 180 questions. Out of 180 questions, I repeat, say for example, if you are getting 180 questions, these questions are of three parts. So what are the three areas you can get it? One, the first area is the people side of it. And then the second one area is the process. And the third area is the environment, right? So the people side is, if you see the number percentage wise, like say, for example, 42 percentage. This is 50 percentage, and this is 8 percentage of the questions pattern. It means let's apply mathematics, right? Let's apply mathematics. So what I'm going to calculate is that we have 180 questions, and out of that 42 percentage questions would be on the people. So close to 75 or 76. Let's talk about 76 questions will come for the people side of it. Now the process side is close to 50%, means 90, right? So the 90 questions, so the number of questions, and environment is 8 percentage, right? So the, if I say that 180 questions, and if we calculate the 8 percentage, right? So the question would be close to 14. So 76 plus 14, 90 plus 90 equal to 180 questions. So now, my dear, what you need to understand that these PMPs, there are three verticals of the practice test or the practice, right? So the people side is the 76 questions, which is pretty good. And obviously the process side, you get 90 questions. 14 questions would be slightly okay to us. I mean, we can you know, a little bit more focus, but not too much like, you know, these two areas. So there is no passing mark. Like for your information, it is not, PMI has never given that okay 80% is the passing score, or 75 or 72 and all, but it is recommended that you try to secure close to even greater than 75 percentage or 72 percentage more precisely, right? All right. So now what exactly we are discussing is the pattern, right? How the questions will be coming in the examinations. So, so this is called as, uh, the questions pattern. So the question pattern is 180 questions. People 42 percentage, 50 percentage, 8 percentage. So our focus is to go through people processes. Obviously, I mean high priority. So if you talk me PK, right, Pratap, which one is the high priority? Obviously, the number of question is the one, right? Because 50% is 90 questions. The number two, right? Then the number three. So I'll give the tips and tricks towards the last. Do not worry. Like the tips and tricks also would be shared. Those who are enrolling for this, like examinations, what best can be done, how you should do that. Now let's move on to this. That's what I said. People. There are three domain areas. By the way, let me write it down. Right. So this is the domain areas. There are three. Uh, you know the domain means the areas which you need to go through that, right? So there are three areas. Well, so we'll move on to the topics, right? I'll not go through that, right? So everything has been clearly mentioned. The people, this is where I was just talking about it. So I have seen many people who pass these examinations, and also I have seen few means 20 to 20% of the people who also failed. Let me give a data very clearly. 20 to 25 percentage of people, as far as I know, like from who are my student, have not cleared this exam in the first instance, but they have cleared it on the second instance. But the good part is that the positive scenario, the wow factor is that 70 to 75 percentage of the delegates have cleared these examinations. Now these numbers are slightly increased after 2021. Close to 80-85 percentage of people are clearing in the first attempt itself, because in 2021 7th edition the PMBOK guide been revamped, or probably it is the entire restructuring has been done for the PMBOK guide, right? Now what is a PMBOK guide I'm just talking about, right? So for example, this PMI, Project Management Institute, Project Management Institute, USA. Now they offer many certificate. They offer many certificate, right? So what are the different certificate they offer? They they usually offer the CAPM, the entry level certified associate in project management. The next level and widely popular is the PMPs, right? So the PMPs, right? Then if you are a little bit senior level, then you can also start for the PGMP, program management professionals, right? And then last but not least, you also have, uh, the portfolio management, which is PFMPs, right? Plus, there are other certificate also introduced by the PMI, like PMI ACP, project management use, agile certified practitioners. We have risk management professionals, a lot of other certificate. So this is obviously is a widely used, well known, and more popular, right? At the same time, what I say that the other certificate also holds true. I mean, it is also a good certificate, right? So you can also plan for PMI, SCP, PMPs, and all, right? Now, for each and every preparations, you will be receiving a study books and the study materials prescribed by the PMI.USA, and that is called as the PMBOK guide. So PMBOK stands for Project Management Body of Knowledge, right? I repeat, my dear, this stands for Project Management body of knowledge. So this is only for the licensed holder. So that's what I am not able to show it to you right now, but you will be getting it. Project management body of knowledge. So this books, right? This is a book actually. This is a book. All right. So this is a book. And for all those who are appearing for this PMP's examinations, please remember you are going to, I repeat, you are going to 3 domain areas. You are appearing for the examinations in the 3 domain areas. 3 domain areas. And what are those domain areas? As I said, you need to be very strong into 1, 2, and 3, right? So what are those areas? As I said, you should be able to learn about the people side of it. So the people side of it, people, okay, right? So the people side of it. And which is, as I said, 42% of questions, which is 76 questions, you will get it. And then the process is close to 50%, which is 90 questions. And then the environment, business environment, right? So which is 8%, so which is 14 questions. So total 180 questions. Now to prepare these examinations, you must secure close to 80%, or if not right, 75 to 80%, because there is no passing score in PMI. They will give you the above average, below average, moderate, and all sort of things. You should have at least pass in every areas, right? So this is, again, this number is not given by the PMI, but what we feel, what we estimate, it is a kind of slightly algorithm based examinations pattern. So this is what we are going to do. Now the process for PMPs to examinations. Now, what are the steps? So what are the steps you are going to do, right? So for examples, if you are going for the PMP certificate, what are the different steps can be applied? So step number 1, my dear, for this PMP's examinations, you need to go through 35 hours contact hours program. 35 hours program. And from whom you will take like an authorized partner, authorized trainer, like me or our team, like, so we deliver a lot of programs. So the similar program, project management, from Skillemme, we deliver a lot of programs. So you can reach out to our team and we will be also able to deliver such kind of, what do you call this, project management training. Well, we from Skillemme, we used to do every weekends batch is also there, weekdays batches is also there, where we deliver a lot of programs and project and program management. So if anyone is interested, you can definitely reach out to us anytime. So 35 hours programs, it is actually designed that it will be 32 hours, either classroom program or online program, right? I repeat, it can be the classroom, or it can be virtual, right? So both the things, right? Either classroom or the virtual program, right? And the 32 plus, you will get 3 hours online materials. So once you complete this certificate, you will get, the PDUs, Professional Development Unit. So this is a code you will get it. In fact, this is a code or a certificate. So you will get a code like, A, B, C, D, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, some numbers you will get it. So once you get the PDUs, now what you can do, like once you complete the 35 hours program, the second option that you should be a member either before this program or after this program, but be a member of PMI. So you need to be a member of PMI, right? Project management. So you need to pay some amount to this. And here also some amount, right? The 35 hours program is there. So that you can reach out to we can offer you the best available the commercials, 35 hours program, and also be a member of PMI, so that you need to also pay some of this amount to the pmi.org. So once you be a member, then the third step is apply. You cannot apply unless you complete the 35 hours program. And it is recommended even before apply, you be a member of that, because without being a member, the cost will be high. So if you are applying, then be a member, complete the programs, training programs, right? Either online or classroom programs. And once you be a member, then you apply. Now, after applications, it will go through either audit process or the automatically review process. Right? The review process, it will be there, right? So the entire steps, your application will be reviewed. Once reviewed, either you can, they may ask you to, like if you see, there are two scenarios now. One is audit process. Audit means they will ask you, randomly they will choose and they will ask you, please provide, submit whatever you have given your applications that you have conducted, you have taken this training, you are already working as a supporting in terms of project management. I will show that a bit later. The second thing is that they will say that, okay, go ahead. I mean, it is absolutely okay. Your profile is approved. Go ahead. Approved means you can go ahead, right? Now, once it is approved, if it is audited, there is nothing to worry about it, right? You just need to submit some of the documents. You just submit few documents, right? Again, you come back and apply it. If they find, they will go for again audit process. Till the time they say applied, 95 or 90% of people get approved automatically, means they will review internally, they will get it. But for the process, few members will go through the audit process. And here you just need to prove some of the documents, some of the proof which you need to submit to your team members. Make sense? I mean, to your pmi.org. So doc, you need to share with PMI, Project Management Institute. Now, the point number 4 is that once it is approved by you, once it is approved, and then you can select the examination date. Plus, during this application, you will have two choices. Either choice number 1, you can go to the, the Prometric Center, which is external. Or you can say, no, I will do it my in-house, right? You can do it from your home. You can also go to the nearest Prometric Center, like if you are in Chennai, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Gurgaon, right? Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, any other places, right? You can, Bhubaneswar, right? So you can go back to the Prometric Center, appear for the examinations. Again, here, as you know, like 180 questions is to be delivered in 230 minutes, close to 4 hours, right? This is the longest exam timing, right? As you know, it's a 4 hour, 10 minutes less than 4 hours, right? And once you get your examination date, you select, and then you everything, like if the dates are available, you can select those dates. If not, try to see alternate date which is feasible to you and your timelines, right? So you can plan for that, and then appear for the examinations. And finally, right, so once it is done, during these examinations, you have to appear for these questions, and finally you clear these examinations. So the pass means congratulations, right? So this is the structure which you need to take care about your, day-to-day's PMP's readiness checklist, right? So step number 1, as I said, you need to, if you are going for the PMPs, right? So there's the 3 domain areas. So if I open it, this is the domain 42, process 50%, business environment 8%, right? So this is what we discussed now. So under domain 1, okay, let me also write that. Please note, this is not in the books. You will not find this is the synchronization. I mean, sequence. This sequence is not available in the PM bug guide. It is a different page altogether. For example, under domain 1, you will find how many tasks or the subtask, right? There are 14. So what is the domain 1? As I said, the people. So how many areas you need to go through, right? For reading purpose, right? For the study preparations. So for the preparations, domain 1, the first domain, right? In the domain 1, what you need to do, what is this questions pattern? How many questions you will be getting it? In domain 1, you will be getting at around 42%. As I said, 76 questions, right? And these 70 questions we will have, actually, if you see, there are 14 sub areas, right? Or the task. So the 14 task which you will be getting it, under this domain 1, which is, you will get 14 tasks or the subtask or the areas, right? So domain 1, and this domain 1, as I said, it is the people. Now you need to also make sure that the domain 2, the second domain, and which is known as the process, and here you will get 50%, which is close to 90 questions. And under this second domain, which is the process, right? Domain 2, which is the process, right? Under process, you will have around 17 subtask or the task. I repeat, 17. So how many you need to subtask? You need to read 17. So the task, one way you can say it's a task. Another way you can say it is an area or task or subtask, whatever, right? Sub areas or the subsection, sub areas, right? So this is where the 17. Now the domain 3, if you are domain 3, right, which is the environment, right? How to write environment, business environment. And here, my dear, you will be receiving the questions which is close to 9%, right? And 9% is nothing but close to 14 questions. And how many sub areas or the subsections are there under domain 3, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4 only, right? So this is the 4 areas. I repeat, this is the 4 areas. All right. So let's summarize domain 1, domain 2, and domain 3, right? So these are the 3 domains, and total 14 plus 17, right? 14 plus 17 plus 4. So 14 for 18, 18 plus 17 is close to how many areas? Suppose up, sorry, let me go up. Perfect. So total how many subsections or the sub areas are there is the 35 areas. All right. So few more instructions which we'll give before. So what are the educational background is required? Like what you can act or think about the checklist before appearing for. If you are a secondary degree, right? For example, like 10 plus 2, right? Or, 11, 12 and all secondary degrees with or a high school diplomas, right? So some equivalent in our term, from India context, 11th and 12th, right? Then you need to have, you need to show them or tell PMI that, hey, you know what? I have 5 years of experience. And please note, it is not overlapping, means you cannot repeat that I have worked in the 2 projects and both are overlapping, then that will not be considered. It is end-to-end time, 5 years. You are in a project management experience. Someone is a PK, right? Is that really I need to be a project manager? No. I mean, at least you are in a project as a project development team members, or somewhere as a developer, as a manager, as a leader, as a technical team, as a UI, UX team, as a QA members, right? Or whatever, as a project manager, associate project manager, project coordinator. You just need to tell them that, hey, you know what? I have 5 years of experience, and this is what project wise, project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are a 4 years degree, right? Suppose if you're, like master's degree, BTech degree, right? So then you need to show them that 3 years you non-overlapping, you are working as not as a project manager on project management concept. It can be a coordinator, supporting development team, whatever, right? So we just need to tell them that this is what we need to do that. And if you're a postgraduate, right, somewhere the master's degree, right, then you need to show them the 24 months of experience. So we'll also guide you how to fill up this form. We have a very good mechanism. Those who enroll for this certificate, right, we usually support them, how to fill up this application form so that you avoid the audit process. What happens, like, if audit process, in case if audit process selected for you, right, then we need to do something else, right, which is a very easy process, but again, we need to give some informations, right? Well, definitely that will be helped by our internal team, who are very much dedicated to make sure that everyone go through this uh, rigorous training program. We have a lot of practice tests which we enable. Remember, practice, practice, and practice, right? So practice power 3. That is, if you really would like to, and you have to go through like a ATP's, PMP applications, right? So you can directly reach out to any of us, our team members, and we will fill the need, right? So we'll help you how to, we'll give you the slots for appearing for our examinations, practice test, the training, the PDU certificates training, everything would be taken care of, end to end. All right. So the fees wise, it is clearly mentioned. There is nothing to worry. End to end, like if you see, if you want to be a member, price 24,708, 24,708. There are two ways you can invest. One is directly you can go through as a partner channel from us, so that we can help you out. Number one, and you can directly buy from your the same price is here, the same prime is with also as a partner. Now, what is the difference? From the partners portal, we will offer you the free practice test, which is offered by the PMI. It is not available in anywhere in the market, in the Google or the open forum. It is only available from the PMI portal, right? And portal means like only the authorized partner, they will be only getting it. So 24,708 plus this is the member price plus examination fee plus PDU certificate. The almost the full price will cost close to, I'm talking about end to end, right? So the 50,025. But however, many says that, hey, you know what, this is okay. We can appear for these examinations, right? And also we have a very flexible way of teaching process, where we'll continue weekends or weekdays batch, weekends batch, right? And that is also after office hour. Say for example, 7:30 p.m. or 8 p.m. we start, we'll continue till 10:30 or 11 p.m. IST, sometimes based on the audience need. Well, so this is where the entire practice test. Now, I'll not take much time, but yes, this is where the end-to-end project management. Commercial also we discussed. Please note, total 180 questions, 230 minutes, right? 230 minutes. Hope you remember. This is what we discussed just 5 to 10, 15 minutes prior to this one, that there would be 180 questions, right? 175 marked, 5 questions, pre-test questions, no mark, right? Total 80 questions into 180 minute. So one questions is roughly 78 second, which is 1 minute 20 second, roughly, approximately. So, so it is, the problem here is not 1 minute 2 second is to answer one questions. We have a very, very flexible mode, the approach, the practice, which we enable all our delegates to pass globally. Thousands of people have taken the training, and they have also 70 to 80%. I will not say 90, 95, 99. Unlike others, yes, we few members have failed, and there is a failure. They also have succeeded because, as I said, everyone, don't be overconfident for the PMI. Many project managers, program managers, well, I entered to the project management early in my career as a youngest program manager in one of the MNCs, right? So I've been associated with multiple agile, Scrum, the Kanban, the waterfall, the project management process of model. Well, so that's how we also teach people, will help people that how you crack this examination. One of the toughest exam, but one very simplified process. How do you pass these examinations? Well, the last thing which I would like to also discuss that, and then we will conclude this program, that during this program of project management, we will touch upon the three iron triangle, right? I repeat, this is the triangle. Three lines close together become a triangle. So what exactly we are going to discuss, right? In a agility culture, in an agile cultures, we'll also discuss about scope, schedule, cost, and also we'll discuss about Q for quality. And during this process, we'll also try to cover the fourth parameter, which is known as the resources. Now, we'll also discuss that these resources must communicate each other. If no communications, then we may expect, if there is no communications, we may expect the risk into the system. And we want to avoid risk, right? So scope, schedule, cost, quality, resources must communicate to avoid risk. Now these resources will need to, they will not comply, they will not come from Mars or Venus or some other planet. We have to go chase them, find it out, them procure them, right? So there is something called as the procurement team, or the procurement process. So scope, schedule, cost, quality. Resources must communicate so that they protect from the risk, and resources enabled by the procurement team, which are directly, indirectly influenced by the internal and external stakeholder. We called them as stakeholders. And then the last but not least, there's an integration is also there, right? So this is known as 9+1, 10 knowledge areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stakeholder, 10 is the integration management. So during this program, we'll also talk about 10 knowledge areas plus the 5 PG. So the entire, and what is the latest version in 2021? Please note, the entire PMBOK guide is based on 2021 7th edition, the latest editions I'm just talking about. And this is known as ECO model, examinations content outline model, right? So this is known as ECO model, examinations content outline model. All right, I think in this webinar, I would like to share up this. So unless if you have any specific questions and queries, I can address that.
So Pratap, I have a couple of questions.
Please.
So one is that, like you mentioned, 35 hours training is compulsory, right, for everyone before we are
Yes.
appearing for the exam, right?
Yes.
So that training, let's example, there are different platform like LinkedIn and Udemy or some other platforms. They are providing those programs. So that will be applicable, or it has to be specific somewhere.
No, it is anywhere. Like you can do that. Like say for example, we do end to end. There are multiple vendors. There are multiple platform where you can go to the 35 hours contact program. Please make sure that they give you the number, the code, right? You cannot just say them that, okay, I have completed 35 hours videos program. Please check with them. They should give you a code, like one secret code ABC 1 2 3 4 5. And it
Okay.
is, and for example, we also provide and offer it every weekends and weekdays. We have very flexible mode where we have a lot of delegates from the different countries also they joined, but yes, mostly Indians and non-Indians also. So yes, you are mostly open to any other platform where, and if not, you can also reach out to our teams and we will take the flexible weekends back, weekdays back and all. And we also have a very closed community group, like those who are appearing for examinations, dedicated people, dedicated the professionals. We create a group and make sure that every week we practice 1 and 2 practice test, right? So this is what the plan is. Yes. Good question.
And other question was the member price that is mentioned onto the PMP site, right? That it's around 24,000 INR, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
That
That's
includes the registration fees, the exam fees, and everything, right?
no. This is member fee is separate, exam fee is separate, right? So this is 24/7. Acha, if you ask me roughly, okay, a good question you asked me. Like, see, this is a open, this is a very flexible and open price combinations, right? So
Mhm.
close to, like, I'll tell you that eight officially, I mean, everywhere it will go close to 8 to 9K, or 5, 8, 9, or whatever it is, goes to the PDUs, professional development. It is based on the dollar, sometime 8, 8.5, 8.9, 9.12, based on the dollar value. Close to 24K, whatever the numbers they've given, 24,708. And this is also the correct 24,708. It is a, what you call the membership fee. So membership fee, and then the rest, like say for example, whatever the 17 or 18,000 rupees, right, is left out about 15. Suppose 24 plus 8, how much? 32 and 18, 19K, close to that is examinations fee. Now there are two things. So these two you can pay directly to the pmi.org, like 24 plus 18. I'm just giving it roughly. So 19K.
Okay, okay.
So this you can pay to the PMI. The alternative is that this can also be enrolled via the authorized partner, like we are the authorized partner, right? So you can join via us also. So it is via partnership. The partners means gold partner or the partner. But the positive point here is that here you will get service, right? Here you need to go alone and you need to fill up your application form. If you go via this channel, which I'm here, right? Say for example, our Skillemme team, we all are here working very closely with all delegates, that you get your audit application. Will make sure that it is not go through the audit process. We'll bypass that. And you will get 2 practice tests free, right? And this practice test is only given by the PMI. I repeat, these practice tests are not available in the open market, right? Yeah, Google or, like kind of any other Udemy or any other platform, because this is only exists in the PMI partners portal, right? So that is the benefit which you will get, which you will not get it other thing. And the another thing, we have a very closed group, which every weekends we conduct the training. It is not after 32 hours. You will be continuing for this training at least a year if you are planning. Someone is because the PDU certificate valid for 1 year. Within a 1 year, you need to appear for the examinations. And once you enroll, those who are enrolling with us will be getting a free voucher for the entire year's training program, weekends batch or weekdays batch. It's a flexi mode till the time you pass within a year's time. We will definitely there to help you out. Yes. I believe I've answered your questions, please.
And one more thing, that the membership fees, okay, like 24708, if I directly pay to PMI, will I receive any training materials for those 35 hours PDU
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I
This
can
is the
do
PDU. Yeah, yeah.
online?
Yeah, this is the PDU. Like suppose PDU, you have to go through the authorized partner. As of authorized partner, you can get it. This is optional. You can directly pay to the PMI.org. The same amount you directly pay to that, or you register via the partner portal. This is the both are equal. This is okay. This is okay. Both those time you choose. Here the benefit is that you will get some support in a lot of week. Because PMI offer, actually it is not me, because uh, as a trainer only I'm just saying it. But this is PMI mostly promote this the partner
The
program.
partner channel,
That
right?
because that is how they are enabling. Here you will not get practice test, and this 180, 180, 360 questions. By the way, there are 7 practice tests they have given to the partner. I'll tell you what is that partner. The 2 you will get free, and the 5 is a paid, and which is also cost. I'll tell you, like 7 to 8K, close to 5, 6, like you'll get again 20, 30%. But I'm just saying roughly market price. So total 5 practice tests, and this practice test not taken from any of Udemy or Google or YouTube and all. This is clearly given by the PMI.org. And why PMI is given to that? PMI is promoting that, boss, I do not want to go through my people going through one by one is coming. It's better you partner portal, you manage, and you come back to us. So we will charge it back. We will invoice you back. You come back with your student. There is two models. Absolutely okay. You can go by yourself. Only the thing, you will not get this support. But if you go by this is also okay. This is also okay. But it's up to the delegates candidate. The same price here. There is no extra price will be taken here from the partner. Neither both the price model are same. Yes. Anyone else, team? Any other questions, please?
So Pratap, I have one question. Like these 7 tests which you're talking about, these are standard tests or it keep changing every time?
That is a good questions. That is a good questions. Okay, this is a good questions, right? Well, PMI. Let me because being into the project and program management, it is my minimum job is to transfer this to PMI. Never repeat questions. Step hypothesis number 1, HT1. PMI never repeats questions. Then the hypothesis number 2, the concept remains same, but the wordings, the scenario change. So the good part is that still the same concept will be there, right? It will not come from outside. It will come from the same knowledge areas, like the 3 domain areas we call, right? The concept remains same, concepts remain same. Only the scenario wording will change, right? So I'll tell you the secret actually. The scenarios or the wordings of those questions will change. But why I suggest this 7 practice test, and this is my sincere submission to everyone, is that those who are really either 1 or 2 or 5 members who are interested and are listening to me, wherever you go, whenever you prepare, whenever you are ready, practice as much as question possible. 2008, I cleared the exam in the first instance. My PM failed in the 2008. I remembered I did in the month of October. I believe he did in the month of November. And he was way ahead of me, like 5-7 years of already in the senior to me. Like I was just 4 year or 4.5 year or less than 5 year of my experience, right? So practice as much as questions possible. The biggest pain areas to pass PMP is that you are going to sit for 4 hours of 4 hours. You are going to appear 180 questions, right? So if I apply mathematics, since you asked, I supposed to not share this, but since you asked, this close to 78, I repeat, this is close to 78 second, right? Which is roughly 1.2 minutes to appear for the one question. So my dear, it is not even 1.2 minutes, which is not 80 seconds. It is close to 40 seconds. So every 40 seconds, because what will happen, you need to not only appear for the examination, but also you need to revisit back, all right? Make sure that you need to, our stopwatch, the timer, you should be enrolled. And this is coming from my practical experience. This is what I did. I am being enabling multiple companies, and this is what the 40 second you need to appear for this one questions. And this is the pain areas. The questions concept, if you practice 200, 300 question, you will come to know the pattern. You will come to know about that. So the ideas, as I said, as you asked me, the questions will not repeat, but the concept remains same, theory remains same. The only the scenario or wordings will change. Tips: don't be overconfident. If you are a project and program management in 2 decades, 3 decades of experience, makes no sense, because you have to stick on the top of PMI course outline. Number 2, practice as much as question possible, because that will clarify your doubts, your conceptualization, your memorying of entire things, plus the pattern of your questions. So the tips number 4, which is the last tips, probably during this session, I'll give there are about 30 to 40 tips which I usually provide to all my delegates, that, before, on the top of these examinations, before planning or during the planning, do not buy too many books. Remember, I always say, reading 2 books, sorry, the let me say that also to you, that reading one, come on, what's happening? Reading one book 10 times is 10 times better than reading 10 books one time. Makes sense, right? I repeat, reading one book 10 times is 10 times better than reading 10 book one times. It means you only have to choose 2 books as far as I know, that select PM book guide, go through one by one, how to read and all, that is the techniques is there. I'll give during this program. Eagle view reading, how the question pattern will there, how the reverse reading, how the preparing the question pattern and all this is to be there. We'll discuss it bit later. In case if you buy some second books, like books is like your vehicle, right? You need to be very choosy about the books. Do not take a virtual, take a printed material books, right? When you used to go to the schools, right? You remember the books which we used to take, the similar new books you need to be with you, and that is a 2 books minimum. I'll tell you, recommend there are 1 and 2 books, you can choose that. Whatever you feels good, buy it. Do not buy 10 books, keep in your library, makes no sense, because that will never help you to pass the examinations. And let's do that. Yeah, that's that. Yes, please. That's my answer to you. Any other questions, queries, team? Anyone else would like to?
Pratap, is PME planning to change the syllabus very soon? Because this ECHO is started sometime in 2001. And is there any plan for them to change the syllabus?
Pardon me, are you talking about the new release of the PM book guide?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean there is a very I mean they yet to publish in that for the time being the pattern which is yet to come, right? So not too very soon, but yes, the pattern is changing, but the changes will be not like 50%. It's not like overhaul the entire system. They say 5%, 2%, or 3% will be changes is there. If anyone, the moment we get any changes, we invite all the enrolled member to go for a quick training without any fees and all for these new upcoming changes. What is extra, you need to please note, there is a big changes happened in 2021 7th edition. It's supposed to be in 2019 COVID areas where everyone is sitting at home with COVID, and that 2019 it's supposed to be released, but it was delayed by the PMI because of many other pandemic. The current latest pandemic situation, and it is published in the year 2021. Soon after this pandemic settled, we got it published. Yeah, that's a great questions. Yes. Anyone else?
Yeah, Asim here.
Asim, please tell me, how can I help you?
Yeah. So I have already done the training, PMP training, and I have already procured the 35 PDU hours, but
Awesome.
that is 4 or 5 years back. So do I need to again uh, appear for the training to
Yeah,
get?
awesome. Yes. So that is what that's the trick. This PDUs is valid for 1 year, my dear, right? So
Okay.
for everyone, those who are listening, this PDUs 1 year. And this is what we do actually. What we do, that we divide into the 4 quadrant, that our target is that before 4 quadrant, everyone should pass the exam. We first ask people, those who are enrolled, what is your threshold of appetite to clear the exam? Are you looking for a month's time, 2 months time, or 3 months time? Some people says, PK, I want to clear in 15 minutes. Sorry, 15 days. Someone will say, come back in one month of time. I said, boss, not possible. Do not appear for the examinations. Irrespective of whatever the knowledgeable you are there, do not appear for the examinations with 15 1 month time. I recommend everyone, and I just give this my, not like selling this certificate, but also I say people that make minimum 6 week to 8 weeks, which is 1.5 to 2 month for the preparations, right? So the quarter 1, we make a prepare slot who will be appearing for this quarter. We make a closed group. Obviously the training will be conducted like it is a 4 days program, 32 hours program, right? Will be conducted. Then we make a closed group, group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Those who will be there, they will be joining in this group. Mostly those who are very early to clear this examination within 2.5 months or within a quarter's time we create the group, right? And this is how we roll out this program, right? So we call this an iterative mode, right? In an agile pattern, we use the same pattern, whatever we use. The first iteration, the quarter one, instead of 2 week sprint or 3 or 4 week sprint, we used to do in a 2 weeks, the 3 month cycle. So anyone interested, this is what the timeline you should be planning for. Don't be overconfident. Don't be hurried to for the PMP examinations, and always plan perfectly. And no need to spend a lot of time, hours together reading books. Like just eagle view reading is required. I'll talk during those who are enrolling. We'll discuss them. Yes. Any other questions, please, before we wind up these sessions?
Yeah, hello, I'm Nisha, and I have a question.
Nisa, please. Hi.
So I'm currently, preparing for this PMP examination. So I just wanted to understand how many attempts are, possible for a applicant like me. I'm planning to take the exam in next 3 weeks. And
Yes.
just in case I'm not able to clear the exam at first attempt, so how many exams I can take or how many attempts I can take with, 35 PDUs I'm gaining right now.
See, this will be valid for 1 year's time. All right. So the second would be the less price. I mean, there would be still the examination price. If I'm not wrong, close to 17 to 80K. I'll just check the dollar price and I'll come back to you. But the second appearance, you can do it. Once within a 15 days, you can schedule after this, not clearing these examinations within 15 days, and you can go for that. And I have, there are the two attempt with less price. I mean, the second attempt will be the less price, right? But the third attempt, they will just take some time, right? And they will say that, after months or 45 days. But again, you need to pay certain amount to the pmi.org. They recently revised the price. I will be sharing with that ideas also. Already we got the mail, but I couldn't check what is the latest. I'm just talking about a weeks or 2 weeks before. We already got that there's a new LMS coming back to the partners. There's a new LMS will be provided to the student, and the price restructuring for the APAC region. APAC means like India and all this subcontinent, right? So based on the PPP, PMI given some kind of that. But coming back to you, you can appear for the second examinations, but your PDUs valid for 1 year. You can appear as many as times you want.
Okay.
Good, great, Nisa. Good questions. Anyone else would like to have any questions, please, before?
Hi, Prasad. Hi, Pratap. This is Sandeep. Can you hear me?
Yes, Sambit, I can hear you loud and clear, please. How can I help you, please? Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I joined a little late to the meeting. I have two questions.
Ah.
So first question is, do you have any idea that, in a year, so how many people going to appear for PMP exam, mostly from India or anywhere? Any number?
See, they have given the entire numbers of the the PMI, but they have not given that what is the percentage. I'll tell you why actually. Because
Okay.
like our analyticals, like if you're going for any other big exams, like for MBAs,
Yeah, for UPSC,
percentage.
you can write, 10 lakh
Yeah.
people are writing UPSC exam, right? Something like that.
Yeah, the same algorithm, the percentile system, right? Here, they will not give you the numbers that how many numbers, that certain X amount of the people which are above average of the below people, they will be passed the exam. It can be 68%, 72%, 75%, whatever. Right? There's
Okay.
an algorithm, hidden algorithm is there. So, and PMI Prometric Center is purely AI driven, right? I'll give an
Okay.
examples, right? One of my my student, he was used to appearing for the examinations, and
Okay.
suddenly his kids came behind, and then they stopped the examinations. And sometimes if you even move your mouth and all, right? So during prometric, video proctored exams, if you start moving here and there, they will also cancel the exam. So that's a slightly very, very sophisticated exam, but it's a very easy to pass. Just strategize 1.5, 2 months, give it some time, like 1 hour, 2 hours per day for 2 months. And then things yours, like PMI certification is yours, PMP.
Got it. Got it.
Very nice.
And
But the
the
numbers
second
is not yet
question,
published. Please.
got it. Completely understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second question, I missed the training fees part. I understood the PDQs, but I have not understood the training fees part. Your training.
Because there are three parts. Is that like why this is coming? Oh, what is onboarded? Untitled open wheel of night button and drag. What is this actually? Okay. Okay, something is come. Okay, so yeah, I mean, sorry, what was the questions? Like, I just.
So what is the? I mean, so we have PMI booking amount, right? Voucher
Yeah,
amount.
yeah. So
In
that is.
addition to that, what
That
is
is.
the your training amount? Yeah.
Yeah, that is a three. That's what I'm saying. Like, for the PDUs, there are three steps, right? So if you see this step number one, you have to go through the PDUs, like the training. And the training
Okay.
close to 8 to 9K. I'm just roughly saying because these prices are constant, fixed everywhere. If you come to us, if you go to anywhere, if you do it anywhere, and some of these people are very tied up with that. Like they sell in a very low price also, but they have an online program. They just a recorded material they will play
Yeah.
for.
Nowadays, it was famous in the YouTube. Sorry, in the
Yeah,
Udemy. We used to
yeah,
get a PDS. That is also
yeah, yeah.
valid.
That is also low price PDUs are also there because that is a
300,
recorded one.
400.
Because
Yeah.
as a premium partner, we are not supposed to run in a. If you would like to go and create in the PM, some of this portal, yes,
Hmm.
create that, we'll get the approval, and this is the recorded one which you will be playing it. But it is a classroom or the online program, virtual program,
Okay.
and it is everywhere. It is the same price. So three costs associated. One is the PDU certificate. Then you need
Okay.
to be a member of that. Without member, don't go for exam because with member the price of exam is less. Without member, the price of exam is more. So
Okay.
always be a member, then appear for the examination. So altogether 50, if you see this diagram, right? So if you see that is the full price, 50,025, all inclusive. I'm just talking about end to end, right?
50,025, right?
Yes, 50K,
50, yeah,
025.
50K. It's a amount to PMI, right?
Amount to entire all inclusive, not to PMI. You can join via us. You can join directly to the PMI, but the training
Okay.
part, the training part
Okay.
is the 8. I mean, all inclusive. I'm just talking about it, right? So if you
Got
see
it. Got it.
8, 9K, 24 plus 19K, all inclusive, 50 or 25 you need to spend. And
Fair, understood.
yeah,
Got it.
I mean, as a prepare, I mean, if you are preparing, you should know how much you need to spend. Just we cannot say that, hey, you know what, I'm preparing without knowing the price, right? Makes
Yeah, true. Yeah.
fall out of it.
Okay. Thank you.
Good, my pleasure. You're most welcome. All right, so I'll be taking one more questions if anyone would like to ask. If not, we will wind it off. And
So what is the next step, Pratap, if you're interested and if you want to take a further step on this?
yes, so anyone who is interested, please write us the skill me that, right? You have a similar program. Our team will be sharing all those detail with you. Like skill me. We have been doing it a quite a long time in this industries. All are the 2 decades plus. Anyone who was interested, upcoming sessions, please join this program, and there will be a lot of very interesting program. Me and our team will be closely working together. That how best we can deliver it and make sure that everyone pass the exams. Please note those who are dedicated, if you have time, enrollment and all, right? So please feel free to proceed with this PMP examinations. Rest of the things will be taken care of. Every weekend sessions, practice test, everything will be taken care of. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pratap, taking out time this afternoon.
Yes.
A lot of our customers team have participated in this knowledge session. I
My
hope
pleasure.
they've learned to crack the PMP code. As rightly mentioned, smart strategies, aligning mindset, and exam insight. It
Yes.
was
Yes.
quite engaging, Pratap. Thanks. And I could see a lot of people asking questions, learning the concepts, getting a lot of insights through this session. And we look forward for many such workshops in coming days. Do follow Skillemme in LinkedIn, and we are stayed connected with a lot of team members and L&D folks. Look forward for many such sessions. Thanks, Pratap, and thanks
My
everybody.
pleasure. Thank you, guys. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye for now. See you.
Have a lovely evening. Good day.